Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. This is the TD Watkins Show. And please like and please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, please. Facebook, I appreciate YouTube, but please go and watch it over on YouTube. That way we can get the videos out. But this morning, I'm getting ready to work out, you all, before I go to church. I got not all of them, but 5 of my grandkids are here. So I want to do this early before they get up and start running around. But the topic this morning is I think that I stated in a previous video that I was legally separated from my ex-husband. So a year ago when my brother-in-law died, I let him come back home. And he was only supposed to be here a year. The year's up. And now he doesn't want to leave. The problem is I've been knowing that my marriage was over. I've known my marriage was over probably 6 years ago. And you had a lot of people saying, well, you've been married so long. Why would you leave? So many times, women of color, we are just so loyal to our spouses that we let them stay no matter what. But it's not fair to us. I mean, what do y'all think about it? Let me know if you had a similar situation. Why do we always have to be Captain Save a person? Who are we that we are supposed to sacrifice our happiness for theirs? Who are they that they feel that we should sacrifice our happiness? Excuse me. And then when you have a person that is a taker, they take, they take, they take. If you stay in this marriage, and this is for the young women and the older women, if you stay in that marriage, you won't have anything left of yourself. And they'll be fine with that because they're takers. They'll take all your energy. They'll take all your confidence. They'll take all your money. Whatever you're willing to give them, they will be willing to take. So this is my suggestion to all women, and especially women my age. When you're starting over or even starting out for the first time, sit down and decide what is it that you want in a spouse. Just because somebody will give you longevity, that does not mean that you're in the middle of a decent or a good marriage. You know what I mean? Come on now. Think about it. So what? You know, you might have a bad toe that hurt all the time. But that doesn't mean it's good for you. It just means your doggone toe hurts all the time. You feel me? You just you can't waste your time with it. Mm-mm. You can't afford to waste not one more minute with a man that doesn't want to do for you. And at this stage of my life, I'm not even going to be bothered with a man that wants to give 50-50. He has to give at least 70, and I'm going to do 30 because I'm the helper. And women always remember that you're the helper. It's his job to make sure that you're happy. It's his job to make sure that you have what's needed in the relationship, whether it be stability, because a lot of times women will make more, women of color anyway, will make more than their men. That's okay if you want to be with somebody that makes more. But he needs to be making up for it in other areas. And he needs to be paying the bills to the extent that his income will allow. He doesn't ever need to come to you and tell you, you make more. I shouldn't have to pay this. That's not a good man. That's not. If you're constantly having to worry about paying bills when you get older, that's going to get on your nerves. Because it doesn't matter that you make more unless you sit down with that person and told them right off the bat, hey, I am willing to let you be a house husband, or I am willing to let you pay the light bill and the water bill, and I'm going to pay everything else. If you haven't sit down in the beginning and agreed to that, I can guarantee you that if they come to you later with that buffoonery, and that is buffoonery, but with that buffoonery, but y'all know now, I believe in non-traditional marriages. I believe in whatever works for your marriage is what you should do. But for me, that doesn't work for my marriage. You can't come in here and tell me I'm going to pay the light bill and I'm going to pay the water bill like you're 19 years old and you're in your late 50s. You can't do it. And then think I'm going to say, well, that's okay. You go on and do that because I want to make sure that you have everything you need. I give less than 3 F's about if you have everything that you need. I don't care. I don't. To me, at this point in my marriage, it's almost like a transition. I'm not transition, transaction. You know what I mean? You're going to have to give, um, um, I've got to know that if I get sick, you're going to be able to hold it down. I don't want to have to go into short-term disability. I don't want to have to go into long-term disability. I want to know, hey, she got sick, I got this. Whatever she was paying, I got this. And if I don't know that, why would I want to be married to someone? And if it's somebody I know, like this ex, it's not going to hold it down. It's not going to take care of it. Why would I want to be married? Just to say, I've been married 29 years, 28 years. I could care less. You know, and that's what I tell men that I meet. I never, ever want to get married again because this one broke me from it. Because I just don't trust them like that. You know, and your experience may be totally different. And my ex, he's a good person, but he always wants to know what's in it for him. And I don't even think that he sees that he wants to know what's in it for him. And sometimes people are just not equally yoked. Just because a wife didn't run around and talk bad about their husband, it does not mean that it's not something there that's going on in their marriage that they don't like or that they can no longer tolerate. It doesn't mean that. So people shouldn't tell folks, why would you leave? You've been married so long. So what? You have to know in your heart when you've had enough. You've got to know in your heart, hey, my marriage is over because I have reached my bullshit threshold. Everybody has one. And everybody's BS threshold is different. And that's okay. It's okay. But once you reach your BS threshold, don't you let anybody tell you that you have to stay a minute longer. You let that be between you and God. Period. All right, Facebook and YouTube. That's what I want to talk about today. And again, you all, please, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love you all for doing that. But please go over to my YouTube page. And if you watch on Facebook, just run over to YouTube and like the video real quick, because that helps it to get out. And I also leave a comment, because that helps it to get out. If it's something that you think would benefit other women, I would appreciate it if you would do that. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful Sunday. And this has been the T.D. Watkins Show. Thank you again.